Hello, this is Jason, and we are on the way to the post office to drop off my passport renewal. I still have like 2 years left on my passport, but I would rather have a 10-year fresh passport before I start my travels. So I'm renewing it early just to have a fresh passport. And went and got the passport photos today. I talked about this in my last video, which I recorded like 30 seconds ago, right before I walked out the door. But barely recognized myself in my passport photo. My deflated chubby cheeks, just can't get over it, so I had to mention it again. But 153 pounds down. That's crazy. That's crazy. So things are really getting real. Like selling almost all my stuff. It's almost all gone now. Someone's coming. Let's see. In about half hour to come get my bed. So I got to get to the post office and back pretty quick. I think I should be able to get there and back within a half hour. And I told them to bring help. My back's already been sore with all the stuff I've been doing. I really don't want to. Those purple mattresses, they're pretty heavy. And they're just, awkward weight. I kind of flop around. They're like a gel mattress. So I would rather not move it. But I love the purple mattress. If I ever settle down again, I will get another one or at least something similar to it. Like the gel grid system is a great sleeping technology that I enjoy. Oh, friends Misty and Jake also came by today. Bought my cookware, all my pots and pans, and my Pyrex measuring cups, and some of my drills, tools, socket set. And Misty's son bought my chessboard. Check out that. Nice looking wrap. Red wrap on a Cybertruck. I'm gonna strap you on my neck here. There we go. And I'll tilt you up a little bit more. Notice in the past you're seeing a little bit too much road. Yeah, so I haven't even determined what my first destination is going to be on my travels. I applied for a LTR visa, long-term resident visa, for Thailand last November, and they are so slow. Especially on their website, it says like the process will take like 20 days. That's why I applied last November, because I was going to be there in December, and I'm like, by the time they get it processed, I'll be there in December and I'll pick up the visa and I'll have a 10-year visa ready. But now how many months later is it? 7. And I emailed them like in February, and I'm like, is there anything I have to do? Like, I just want to make sure you guys got all of my info. They're like, it's being processed. So last time I asked anything was February, and it's now like 5 months later. So I email them again, just because I've not heard anything for months. And I'm like, you guys, do I need to do anything? I'm just wanting to know if this is actually being processed. It's been 7 months. And they're like, it's still being processed. And if you keep asking, we will stop replying. Like, oh my God. I asked twice in 7 months. And they act like I'm spamming them, annoying them. That kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. So, if I don't get that, then I will probably just not have a base of any sort and just travel around on tourist visas. Not stay anywhere too long. Just a couple months each place. And roam. Be a roamer. And I've seen a few people on YouTube that I follow that do that. They just call it slow traveling. There's a Vagabond Awake. He's been doing it for 16 years. Has really no base and just travels all over the world, city to city. And then he makes up like little reports on like what the cost of living is in each place, and he sells these little travel reports on each city that he goes to. So that's kind of cool little business model. Keep himself going. So another one is Retire and Go. And he's some guy from Hawaii that's been doing this for about 3 years. He traveled all through South America and Mexico and Europe and Southeast Asia. So he's been everywhere in the past 3 years. And he basically just stays a place on 1 month and then moves. I might stay for like a couple months. We'll see. I don't really have any strict plans. Although I do have the thing that ChatGPT made for me that shows me like which cities are best to visit at which time of the year, like where it's dry season that time of the year. So that'd be a good time to go. Make sure you're not going when there's monsoons. And you know, I have some cities that I want to hit up kind of first that I'm most interested in. Chiang Mai, Da Nang, Vietnam, Saigon, Kuala Lumpur, Penang, Manila. I think there's a city called, I think it's Recoleta. Recoleta. It's kind of big with expats in the Philippines. Very cheap cost of living. So that's kind of what I'm looking to do, is budget travel. I'm not going to be out there balling like a baller. Unless Bitcoin goes to $1 million, then I'll be balling uncontrollably. That's all I really need to do is, you know, start out with the cheapest places at first, and I have to give myself time for my Bitcoin to appreciate, and then I'll be able to move up to higher rent locations. Start doing tours of Korea and Singapore once my Bitcoin stacks go to the moon. That might be 4 years from now, or 8 years from now. We'll see. And I still have a lot to do. I'm driving my Tesla all the way to Ohio, which that's going to be like a 20 some hour drive. I'll probably stop. I signed up for an IHG, like hotel rewards credit card, and I have 5 free hotel nights that I have to use before October. So I'll definitely at least make use of one of them on the way there and one of them on the way back. Break it up a little. I'm not going to drive 20 hours straight. Stay at some Holiday Inn Express. And the reason why I'm driving my Tesla, instead of just like shipping that big box, I could ship it like freight or something. And that would probably cost about the same if I had to, if I was driving a car and I had to pay for gas, it'd probably be about the same. Driving 3,000 miles. But I have $1,000 worth of Tesla credit that I could use for supercharging. And if you don't use it, you lose it. So before I sell my Tesla, I might as well try to make use of that $1,000 Tesla money. And that was from one of you subscribers out there buying a Tesla with my referral code. I got $1,000 Tesla credit. So thank you. Thank you for that. And I do have someone that came to look at my Tesla and said they'd give me $27,000 for it when I got home from Ohio. So I may have someone lined up. But if you want to throw your hat in the ring, let me know if you want to buy a Tesla Model E 2023 for $27,000. That'll have somewhere around 10,000 miles on it by the time I get home from Ohio. So I'm just here to drop my passport extension for renewal, extension renewal off. And I'm sending it to Delaware. Hello. So I got a mailbox that I pay somewhere around like $90 a year for, and it's in Delaware. And the main reason I got it in Delaware was because you don't have to pay taxes for online purchases in Delaware. So if you like buy a computer like a MacBook, it's $2,000 and you're going to be paying like hundreds of dollars of tax. You can just have a mailbox in Delaware, ship it there. You're not paying those hundreds of dollars in tax. And then you just ship it to wherever you want from your mailbox in Delaware. And the one I use is called physicalmailbox.com. And they also ship overseas. So I'm going to be using it for that too. So that's, my forwarding address is going to be that mailbox, and all my banking info, credit cards, everything is going to go to that mailbox. And then they also will, when you get mail in it, they take a picture of the outside of the box, like who it's from, or if it's an envelope, just the picture of the envelope. And then you tell them if you want them to open it and like take a picture of it and send it to you. It'll show up like digitally so you can read it. Or if it's something physical, like if I lost my credit card and had to get a new credit card and they wouldn't ship it overseas, I could have it shipped there and then tell them to forward it. So they could forward it to wherever I want anywhere in the world. So I learned that trick from one of the YouTubers that travels around the world. Pretty cool. And what else? Trying to think of any other things that I'd need. Some of the people that are out there traveling, they've been doing it for years, are down to like one backpack. And I can barely get mine down to 2. I did get way too many shirts, so I'm definitely gonna have to get rid of a lot of shirts. And I have like 3 of the same shirt in multiple styles. I'm gonna have to break those all down to just one, and then just have my mom, I don't know, I'll probably have a suitcase pack at my mom's house, and if I ever get a place, I'll have her ship me the suitcase. But we'll see if it's actually worth it. There are like suitcase shipping companies. I'd never looked to see how much it actually cost, but you know, as long as it's not hundreds of dollars to ship $100 worth of shirts. I may never do it though. There's so many places to buy clothes over there. I don't know. It's hard to get down. I have a hard time eliminating things, even though I've eliminated so much of my life. So many things got rid of. And these kind of videos, little walk and talk videos, I'm gonna keep on some more Jason channel. And then on my main channel, I'll just make like, and this is when I'm actually over there traveling, I'll make more higher production quality videos on each location that I'm going. So we'll see. It'll be my hobby. It's what's going to keep me busy. And it'll be for, you know, documenting my travels for myself, and also being able to show my mom and the rest of my family what I'm doing. Way to keep in touch with them. And my main channel is monetized, and so is my Facebook page monetized. So any views I get on there, you can make a little money. So if, you know, video goes viral, like my normal less than 1,000 views a video doesn't get, like, I think I make $40 a month or something on YouTube. So that will barely buy me one night in a hotel room a month. But you never know, like if I start making travel videos and they catch on, there's people getting, you know, tens of thousands of views or hundreds of thousands of views on their travel videos. So it could catch on. We'll see. I'm sure these walk and talk videos aren't gonna catch on, and this Some More Jason channel is not monetized, so I'm just posting there or here where you're watching it, just as I don't know, it's kind of like my therapy, I've said before, where I just go out and walk and talk and clear my head, get things off my mind. Like that's what they say is so beneficial, of like going to a psychologist or therapist or whatever. Like most of the time what they're doing because they're not even really doing that much. They might guide you to get you to talk about certain things, but the real therapy of those sessions is just getting whatever you're holding in out in the open, just talking about it. So instead of paying a therapist, I'll just talk to you guys for free. Yeah, it's probably just about as effective. Just start talking about things that are on your mind. And there's nothing really bothering me per se at the moment, but it is kind of overwhelming, all of these big life-changing things happening all at once. Like selling your house and moving to a different house, that's a big life event. Or just moving in general, not to another house, because I'm not moving to another house. But selling your house and moving, that's a huge life event. And selling all of your personal possessions, that is a big life event. Like especially when I'm selling my car. I'm not gonna have a car. I may never have a car again, unless I move back to the United States, which I may do when I'm 65, when Medicare kicks in. But before that, healthcare, or if they pass like universal healthcare, some kind in the United States, I may move back to the United States. But that's one of the biggest things keeping me away, is just the unaffordable healthcare system. If you don't work and your employer is not paying for a big portion of your healthcare, healthcare is just unaffordable. And then like you could buy some huge high deductible insurance plan, and then if you actually have to use it, you get bankrupted anyway, because you have to pay so much before they even pay anything. So no thanks. So if you don't want to work, you want to retire early, really the only way to do it, unless you hit it real big and have lots and lots of money, is to move overseas. Man, I've been working hard cleaning my house and moving stuff around. My knees are kind of sore. I've been bending over a lot, so my lower back's sore. Getting old. And so these people have had their house for sale for a while, for like $500,000. I'm listing mine at $375, and it's appraised at $390. So I'm trying to list it under what the majority of the houses on the market are listed for, and hopefully it moves fast, because I don't want to be sitting on the market. He's been on the market for like 4 or 5 months, and I don't want to be doing that. All right. Well, that's pretty much all I got for this walk and talk. So thanks for hanging out with me. And we will be doing this more in the future. So talk to you later. Take it easy.